Alright, we are back on the way home. Oh, this car better not turn. Alright, good. Looks like we got a clear road ahead of us for some spirited Miata driving. Holy shit, this road sucks. I'm gonna fuck my oil pan up. Okay. No, officer, I am not drunk. My car is just fucking low. So, yeah. While we're on this drive, I guess we can talk about my previous cars that I've owned. First, I'll start with my very first car, a Nissan Maxima. It was an automatic transmission, 77,000 miles on the car. My parents bought it from my girlfriend's dad, before me and my girlfriend even started dating. Probably 2 or 3 years before we started dating. And it was my older brother's car for probably, I'd say, a year and a half, until I got my license and my brother bought a Civic SI hatchback. Oh, this road sucks. I forgot about this turn. So once I got that car, I drove the absolute piss out of that car. I mean, like, there wasn't probably one light that turned green that I did not have it all the way to the ground. I drove the shit out of that thing. Long story short, I blew the transmission up. So instead of fixing the car, I decided to buy a newer car, and the car was a 2003 Acura RSX base model 5-speed. It was my first manual car that I owned. I knew how to drive it previously from my oldest brother's S2000. So I had the RSX. It was awesome. It was my first car that I actually modified and started working on myself. And I had a lot of fun with that car. One day I was at the skate park and got a call from my work, and they needed help pretty bad. They were very busy and they needed me to come in. So I left the skate park, and on my way to work, I was driving like a dick, going way too fast, and a car that was not going fast came into my lane, and I didn't want to hit that car, so I slammed on the brakes. My ABS system did not work. All 4 wheels locked up, and the car actually lost control, or I lost control of the car, whatever, and slammed in headfirst into a wall. Totaled the shit out of that car. Luckily, I walked away alright. Couple of minor bruises. I hit the wall probably 85, 90 miles an hour head on. Yeah, that fucking hurt, but I'm alright. So, about a month goes by. I missed the shit out of my RSX, but I do remember how slow that thing was. It was just the base model, so I ended up buying a 2003 Acura RSX Type S this time. It actually was a lot more fun, you know. It was faster. The color was actually really sick. It was the Desert Silver Metallic. Fucking loved that color. Loved it. And I had that car for 2 years, I want to say. And had 180,000 miles, and I had it on Craigslist, not really wanting to sell it, just kind of testing water, see if someone would actually buy it for my asking price. Kelley Blue Book value of the car was only $4,500 with that many miles. After I had finished with that car, it was amazing looking. It was lowered, nice wheels, lip kit all around, great exhaust. Everything about that car was amazing. I got an offer for $7,000 cash. I sold it that night. Long story short. So I was stuck without a car for a couple days, not very long. I found a 2002, I believe it was, maybe, I don't know, I don't remember. Honda Civic SI hatchback, same as my brother's, except mine was 2002, his was 2005. And it had a Precision turbo on it. So yeah, the transmission needed to be rebuilt. I said fuck that. I bought a 6-speed transmission because it came with a 5. I swapped it in the day I bought the car. And the car also needed to be tuned. So less than a week later, I had the car dyno tuned. Found out that the fuel pump was fucking up or something. Had to get that fixed. My fuel regulators, I apparently had 2 of them working, and I only need 1. So they had to block one of them off or something. I don't fucking know. So after we got that all figured out, $800 later, my car was tuned and it ran flawlessly. It was amazing. It was so fast. Well, I mean, I say fast for a Honda. It had 302 wheel horsepower, 244 foot-pounds of torque in a little Honda Civic. I mean, it was quick. I would hold up against Audi R8s. 5.0s were nothing. I mean, it was a fun-ass car. Long story short, the car blew up, caught fire. I no longer own that car. I did not have any good insurance on it. I had liability in case somebody hit me. Never thought a car of mine would catch fire. Well, comprehensive is now going to be on all of my cars that I own in case they do catch fire. And I recommend that for everybody. You never know. Or at least carry a fire extinguisher. I had to learn the hard way. Sadly. So that was about $7,500 down the drain. I did not know what to do. I had just moved out of my parents' house. All my money was going towards rent. And I honestly didn't know what I was going to do. So, the next day, I went to Maxim Honda and I bought myself a Honda Grom. Cheap insurance, for one. Cheap motorcycle payment, for 2. And cheap gas. 100 miles to the gallon. $2 if that to fill up. I mean, it doesn't really get a whole lot better than that. And it's fun as shit. As long as you're fucking around. So, motherfucking motorcycles. I shouldn't be out riding mine today, but I did want to take these back roads in the car and see what it was like. bunch of cruisers out today. And I'm going straight. So after the Civic, I didn't know what to do. Got the motorcycle, it was awesome, but winter had just hit. It was fucking cold and rainy. So my best friend Alex, his girlfriend's brother, had a spare car that they didn't use. It just sat there. They signed the title over to me and he didn't ask for any money. So I got a car to get me from A to B in the time of need, and I will forever be grateful for them. When I got back up on my feet, I bought this Miata. Yeah, buddy. Here we are now. I bought this car for $1,400, and it is the best $1,400 I have ever spent. It may look like shit, but god damn it, it's the most fun car. Oh yeah, I forgot along the lines, while I had the RSX Type S, I had also bought a Miata at the time. It was a 1996, only had 100,000 miles. Bought it from my best friend Alex, actually. That was an awesome car. We went to the drift event with it. It did have an open differential, so it was nothing in the drifting event. I mean, I could barely get it to slide. But this bad boy right here has a fucking torsion diff, so at least the wheels are going to lock up when I decide I want to go drifting. So yeah, stay tuned for the build with this car. Maybe eventually we'll slap a turbo on there and catch it on fire or something. If you like this video, don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the fuck out of it. Toodles!